Virgo, it is CJ from CJ Soul Messages. Thank you for joining me here today, and if it's your first time, welcome. And if you have been to my channel before and watched some of my readings, thank you so much for your support. I am very grateful. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes, the comments. It means so much to me. Today I'm going to be doing your February 2022 general reading, unless Spirit advises me to go in a different way. I am going to be doing a Celtic cross, and we're going to be using the Fountain deck for clarifying and the Light Seers deck to pull the initial cards, as well as I will pull a few oracles at the end to ask for some added advice. And I just hope you're doing really, really well. Please excuse my voice a bit today. I have a little bit of allergies to my dog, as you can probably hear her barking right now. And it seems like the energy is of her is kind of kicking in and making my voice a little scratchy. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me clearly. So I think that's about it. Other than, being a general reading, take the energies that apply for you in whatever situation you are in. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. It's just not yours. Leave it for someone else. This is a non-gender specific read. So the energy remains the same regardless of whether you're male or female, or, whether you're talking about your family or romance or finances, career, etc. And that's, I think, all I have to say. So let's just get started. All right, spirits. Let's get a Celtic cross for our beautiful Virgos, the lovely earth sign, for the month of February 2022, please. Please show me clearly. Virgo, February 2022. What do they need to know? What is going to be happening for them in the month of February 2022? And one more time. All right, we're ready to go. Okay, so the present central card is, wow, Ace of Wands. That's really good. Your challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. And we'll go through the cards once I have pulled them all. Your past card is the Hangman. And the future is the Seven of Wands. What is above you, or what you are aware of, your consciousness, is Knight of Swords. And what is below you, your subconscious, what you're not really aware of, Nine of Pentacles. This is a really nice reading. Wow. February is looking quite good for you. The advice from Spirit, the Tower. All right. Outside influence, Four of Pentacles. Okay. Just move these down here. Your hopes or your fears, Six of Swords. And the final outcome, Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Five of Swords. Okay. All right, Virgo, let's get started here. So the central card, or the present card, time is fluid, so place it where it fits if it does. You have the Ace of Wands. Lovely energy. This is our fire element. So this card is suggesting that right now, or whenever you are pulled to this reading, you are having this new kind of awakening in your passions. Fire is all about our passions, our creativity. It is about, being your own boss. It is the things that really light up your heart and your soul. It is also how you move through life, right? The actions that you're going to take to get you from point A to B. So this being in your present is suggesting here you have this new passionate start coming to you. Really kind of feel this burning in your gut about wanting to get going on it, to really start to move along your journey. Aces are all the potential of new beginnings, right? It's like the seeds. That applies for every single ace in the tarot. Ace of Wands is this exciting new energy that has come to you, that you are feeling very inspired. You may be creating something. You may be doing something that is, maybe you're a writer. It can apply to anything that lights up your heart, anything that really drives you with your passions. For some, it could be, you've gone back to school and you're going to be a lawyer or an accountant or a doctor or something like that, right? That's creative in its own way. But whatever it is a promise that as long as you put in the effort and the work and you nurture it and you take good care of it, it is the promise here with the Ace of Wands that it is going to come to harvest. And there'll be beautiful things that are going to grow out of it. Your challenge here is the Queen of Pentacles, which is kind of an interesting challenge. Queen of Pentacles, I love this queen. She's so grounded because she is Pentacles. So, that is our money, of course. It is our tangible things. It as well is our self-worth, how we feel about ourselves. The Queen of Pentacles is very confident. Look at her sitting here. She is just radiating self-grace, self-honor. She doesn't have to worry about finances. She's got a big old pentacle that she's holding on to, and she's highly connected to the earth, hence why there are branches that are coming out of her headdress, connecting to the tree that is behind her, probably the tree of life. So this being your challenge is, this is not going to be for everyone, but Spirit is definitely giving me this. Perhaps you are working right now and you're making a lot of money. You're making some really good money. Also very independent card here. Queen of Pentacles doesn't rely on anyone else. She relies on herself. She knows that she has the ability. She believes in her strengths and her skills and her talent to continue to bring in more pentacles into her world. So she is very, very relaxed and at peace. So you may be in a business, career, whatever, that is really paying your bills and taking care of that. But you may be getting pulled into some new direction here with the Ace of Wands. So this could be the challenge for you, that you're not quite sure if you should perhaps leave this career, this job, this position, whatever it is, to pursue this new passion that may have come into you. It could be for relationships too, but we don't really have any cups here at all, and I have to be honest, I'm not really feeling that this is about a love romantic relationship. So this is your challenge here. Spirit is really giving to me, Virgo, that there's something that you are wanting to go out and try, and you're really wanting to chase and bring into your 3D world with the Ace of Wands. But there seems to be this tug and pull, perhaps, that you don't really want to give up the money that you're making right now. And that's fair, right? I mean, if you're in a position, you're working somewhere, and maybe you have your own business going already, there could be this hesitation here that you're like, well, man, if I start this, I'm not going to make this amount of money again for, this certain amount of time. And it can make you feel a little bit unsure of what direction to go in. Not the worst kind of challenge, I would say. In fact, I'm not really picking up too much of this being any kind of negative energy. It is just, there's something here that is maybe holding you back a little bit from going directly to what you want. That's in the present. Now, the Hangman is representing your past. So the Hangman is very much about allowing yourself to see things from a different perspective, seeing things from the 360, not looking at things as you always have, but being able to see it from a different way. And that really makes sense here, especially if you're starting some kind of new creativity, some kind of a new project. You've had to obviously look at it from a lot of different views in order to see if it's going to be viable or not. So when we move into the energy of your, actually I'm going to go, they want me to straight go up to your conscious. When we move into the consciousness, you got the Knight of Swords. Now, your mind then is saying, let's just go for it. Kind of like this trusting energy here. Swords is what we think. It's everything that goes on up in our head, in our mind. And it is about our communication with others, with ourselves. It's new ideas, it's clear ideas, but it's the air element, right? And so the Knight of Swords being in your conscious of what you are aware of, it looks like you really want to go after what it is that you are wanting. This Knight is running full speed ahead to what he is wanting to get. And he's not hesitating. He's not going slow at all. He's moving at quite the fast pace here, which is a beautiful energy to have if you're going after something that you're really, really excited about and that has like kind of lit you on fire. What you don't know here, which is absolutely beautiful from Spirit, is your subconscious already knows that you are going to be fine financially. You have the Nine of Pentacles showing up here. Your unconscious is saying and knowing that you are going to be very successful. There's going to be a lot of money coming in here, and the money is going to continue to grow. You are going to continue to be independent because, you know, the Nine of Pentacles is a very independent card. It is one where you are safe and sound and secure in your own right without having to depend on anyone else. So it's like this energy of you already have this, you know, like, I mean, you already have this knowing in your subconscious that this is what you are going to receive. This is what you're going to be attracting. It is just a matter, I think, here for you, Virgo, of deciding. I just feel like there's a decision here between, you know, kind of taking a little bit of a gamble, and you're wondering if you're going to be financially able to do it. When we look into the future position, you have the Seven of Wands. So, you know, you got a little bit of you got quite a few pentacles here, and you've got a couple of wands here. So, Seven of Wands is an interesting energy. It's an energy of really kind of feeling defensive, like trying to protect yourself. And in some ways, that is a really good thing, especially if other people are coming towards you and they are wanting to kind of knock you down on the off the pedestal that you've worked really hard to get to. But the other way I'm reading this, especially for this reading, Virgo, is that you are going to actually really keep yourself in this protective energy, protective bubble, as she is, and you're not going to allow anyone to sabotage you or convince you that you're not going to be successful. Really, it is kind of just coming down to you really getting clear that, you know, if it takes a little bit of time to make some more money off of this new idea, that's okay. You need to trust that you are always going to have enough of everything that you need. You know, the universe isn't going to take it away from you anything that is meant for you. So the Seven of Swords here is definitely suggesting that, you know, you may be getting very successful and you're starting to really go after what you want with the Knight of Swords. And there may be others that are going to try and, like I said, kind of maybe attack you in ways, you know, like when you're doing really well, not everyone wants to see it, doesn't want to know about it. Not everyone wants you to succeed. So in the future position, it looks like you are going to be taking care of yourself and you're going to be ignoring any of the naysayers, any of the negative energy that people might be shooting at you. I mean, there's a lot of wands down here. There's 7 of them, and they're kind of trying to get at her, but they can't because she has herself so protected. And not only is she protected by this bubble here of energy, she's also keeping herself very much centered. Right? So that is where you're heading into the future. The only obstacle I'm seeing at this moment is just this kind of, it just feels like you might be having to give something up for a very short time in order to really pursue whatever this Ace of Wands may represent for you, Virgo. I am going to go to the bottom of the deck here. They're guiding me to, because it is a 5 of Swords. So 5 of Swords is, you know, it's not the best energy. This is that energy where it's conflict. It is others trying to, again, goes quite well with the 7 of Wands and why you may be protecting yourself and defending yourself. Because the 5 of Wands is where could be people that have said really horrible, ugly words to you to try and undermine you and try and convince you that you cannot be successful. It could also be your own self-talk that has kept you feeling a little bit limited, and that's maybe why there's the challenge of the Queen of Pentacles is showing up here. But this is just a 5, and it is in your mind, and you don't have to feed into it. You don't have to allow anyone to talk to you that way. Negative talk, you can just shut it out. Don't pay it any mind, because this energy, if you let it, can really cause confusion. He's holding his head because his head hurts, he's confused, he's unable to see clearly, he doesn't know which direction to go in, and there's someone back here kind of like really happy that he's feeling that confusion. So this could be happening right now with you, or this could be an energy that has been kind of around you in the past that has maybe slowed down this process. We do have the 10 of Swords underneath that, which is basically letting go of the 5 of Swords energy, dropping it all and walking away because it's too painful to continue to carry. All right, so we move to the energy that Spirit has for you, which is the advice. Now, that is the Tower. Major arcana here. So the Tower is about transformation, as I'm sure you know. It is about really bringing down what is no longer solid, what is no longer viable, what is no longer going to offer you what it is that you need to continue to grow and get to a higher level, right? Whether that is material or, your own self-confidence, or even as far as, just people around you. But the Tower comes in because it is time for, however things have been in the past, it no longer is serving you. So the energy of the universe comes in to knock it down so that it can be rebuilt on much firmer ground, in a much more secure way, but as well as one that is going to benefit you. So don't get too freaked out about this, because all this is saying is that Spirit is saying, look, we know that we have to do this. We have to bring the Tower in because there has to be a bit of an upheaval here in order for you to begin again in a different way, on a different path, I'm really feeling. Again, not going to be for all of you Virgos, but there is something that is happening here, and Spirit's advice is let it fall. Let it fall and trust that you are going to be supported and protected, and you are going to achieve whatever it is that you are trying to achieve here in the month of February. Pay attention that there is 4 butterflies on this Tower, which is beautiful, because the butterflies are absolutely saying, trust the transformation. Trust that when this Tower comes in, even if it leaves you unsteady, even if you feel ungrounded and you're like, shit, I'm not sure if that was the right choice for me, whatever this is revolving around, but I definitely feel it's more of a career read here, Virgo. Trust that it is for your higher purpose and that you are going to transform like a butterfly does, and then you're going to be able to be free and fly. Okay? Outside influences. Again, this kind of feels like it's connecting with the 5 of Swords for me here. I feel like there's other people, other energies, other voices that are probably trying to scare you. 4 of Pentacles is all about holding on. Holding on because you're afraid that you're not going to get anything as good as this or anything even more. It's kind of like, let's say you've been working at a company for 20 years and they have never given you a raise, and then you ask for a raise, and instead of getting a substantial amount more, they give you, a $1 raise or 25 cents an hour more raise. It's and then you saying, okay, well, at least I'll take that 25 cents. It's it's going to add up to extra, $20 a month or whatever it would work out. No, the 4 of Pentacles is very rarely would I ever say stay in this position, because if you settle for this is all you're going to get. If you tell the universe, source, that this is all you think you can get, then this is all you're going to get. What you think about, you do bring about. And it doesn't matter how much your intentions are to be wealthy or, to pay off all your bills or all of these things. If in your heart, in your mind, you feel like you need to hold on very tightly to whatever it is that you have, then that is all you are going to receive. There's no room to bring anything positive in. Now, I do feel like other people are bringing you this energy, and they're trying to convince you, oh, well, what if you go for this and it doesn't succeed? How are you going to pay your bills? If you take this other job, you don't know, how do you know you're going to be successful at it? Like, you know, all the doubts, putting doubts in you, because this is the outside influence position. So my advice to that would be like, pay no attention to that. You know, if it's anyone that's close to you, if it's family, if it's a romantic person, you know, excuse me, you are really going to have to get very clear on who you want by your side. You know, not everyone in this world has got your best interests at heart. So if someone is trying to convince you to stay small and to dim your light, do you really think those are the people that you should have in your life that are going to lift you up and support you? Sure, when you're making big money, they might be around, but what about when you are kind of a little scared and you need a reassurance? Are they going to actually believe in you and believe in whatever this is for you, or are they going to put the fear in for you? Something to think about as you go through February, if you're relating to this. When we get to your hopes and fears, we got the Six of Swords. So this kind of seems very much like exactly what I'm saying. Six of Swords is the energy of moving away from shit, moving away from choppy waters, moving away from a bad job, moving away from a bad relationship, whatever it may be. And you're moving towards something that is going to be calmer and more balanced and more supportive. But the fact that it is in your hopes and your fears, it's like you want to do this. It is your hope to move away from, you know, like I said, shit, and move into better times and better waters and around better people. But it is also your fear, because, you know, it goes kind of with this Four of Pentacles energy of not being sure and being a bit afraid, with it being your hopes and your fears here. But it's just your fear. Fear is not real here. You got to be able to take a move and take a leap and take a chance in order to see if this idea is going to work. And we already know it is, because you have the Nine of Pentacles in your subconscious. You know, our subconscious is highly connected to our intuitiveness, right? So your intuition somewhere inside of you already knows that you're going to be successful. But it is the mind, and even your logic seems to know that you want to go in that direction. But there's something happening here on another energetic level that is maybe kind of sending you mixed signals. For the outcome, we have, there's my beautiful girl again. For the outcome, we have Eight of Pentacles. So this is really great, because it is saying, Spirit is saying, you are going to keep working at it. And the promise here is that as long as you keep putting the work and the dedication in and really committing yourself to it, you are going to get to the Ten of Pentacles. But it is going to take some work, Virgo. You know, this is going to take work to bring whatever this is for you, whatever creation this is, career, whatever, to the level that you want it to be. You're going to have to really be all in and work your ass off. But it's going to be worth it, because we have the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. I just feel like this reading is really about you wanting to do something different, something that is really lights you up, that you're very excited about. But I do feel that there's kind of a restriction, not necessarily so much from you, because this is your reading, Virgo, unless you're a cross watcher, and you know, maybe then you this would apply to you. But it feels like you know what you want, and your head, you want to run towards it. Your intuition knows that it's going to be successful. You seem to be quite strong and able to defend yourself and protect yourself and shut out the outside noise. But there still is a little bit of hesitation here. And that's okay. You know, nothing in life is guaranteed. We never really ever see what is around the corner. Things change in a moment. But this, you're just going to have to really tune into you. And if you know that this is something you're really wanting to go after, then you need to go after it and not allow anyone to stop you. That way you will be very successful. So let's see if we can get a couple of clarifiers. I'm going to use a fountain deck for this. Excuse me 1 second while I just have a sip of my drink. throat's a little bit dry. So let's see, what should we clarify? Because, it's not a heavy reading. It seems very, at least, from the energy that Spirit's giving me. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles, Spirit, if you can. Oh, and by the way, when I meditated on your energy and pre-shuffled the cards, Four of Coins was on the bottom anyways, too. So you actually have it twice now. So there is something about, just this kind of, do I hold on? Do I stay doing this? Or do I go live my dream? It's kind of that push and pull energy. All right, let's see. Can we get some clarification on the Four of Pentacles, Spirit, for February 2022 for our Virgos regarding the spread? What is the Four of Pentacles about? Where is that coming from? Okay, that one just Judgment. Wow, another major arcana. So judgment is about whatever decision you're going to be making is going to be final. It's judgment is the energy that when you make that decision, wherever that whatever that choice is that you're needing to make, when you make it, it is very hard, if even possible, for it to change moving forward. It is a final decision. This is going to shift your life. It's going to be a different way you're going to be living. But I feel like if it is very passionate for you, with the Ace of Wands, why the hell would you want to not go for it? Life is very short. We have to be willing to expand, and that can be really scary. Now, I'm not saying quit your job or any of that kind of stuff. I mean, you know your story. But if you really have this calling to do this thing that feels very creative and it feels very expansive here, if you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? So judgment is just asking you to be really clear on what direction you want to go. It also represents rising, like a phoenix rising out of the ashes, the rebirth, right? The resurrection of one. So, there's a little bit of thinking here for you to be doing, but it really feels like you want to get out of one thing and get into another thing. And I have to say, Virgo, the fact that the advice from Spirit is the Tower, I kind of feel like eventually the Tower is going to be coming in anyways, even if you try to hold on to whatever it is that you have. I kind of feel like it's coming in anyways. So, it's amazing. And the Fool is on the bottom here too. It's amazing how when sometimes we're too afraid to take the leap, we actually get pushed, just like a little bird, right? When they're, when they're about to learn how to fly, how do they learn how to fly? They don't get instructions. The mama bird pushes them out of the nest. And that is their chance to fly, right? Not all of them make it, but a lot of them do. So let's see, what else can we get some clarity on here? The fact that the Fool is on the bottom is just what I'm saying, taking that leap of faith. Okay, let's see. What else do I want to clarify for you? I'm going to clarify the advice from Spirit, the Tower. All right, Spirit, can you clarify the Tower for Virgo for February 2022? What is the Tower about? What is it in reference to? Please show me clearly. For Virgo. Four of Wands, and it is in reverse. Okay. And then we have the Six of Cups on the bottom. So, Four of Wands upright is, you got a lot of wands here. Four of Wands is normally celebration with your friends, your family, your co-workers, whoever that may be. Taking a time out to really recognize how far you've come and, having fun. I mean, there's 4 people on a beach here and they're having a blast. They're having a celebration. But it was in reverse. So, and this is to clarify the Tower. So I feel like there's a lot of people around you that are not celebrating you or celebrating how far you've come, how hard you've worked. Definitely feel like this is more career. If it's love, well, you'll have to take the energy and apply it. But sticking on the career path that Spirit has given me, I just feel like you got a lot of people around you that are really not in it for you. They are kind of trying to sabotage you and your growth and your success. And so Spirit is coming in with the Tower to really shake things up. However that ends up happening, I'm not sure. But, I mean, something's going to be happening. Bottom of the deck is 6 of Cups, which is Cups is our water element. It is our relationships. It's our emotions. All of that yummy stuff. 6 of Cups it's a nice card because it is a 6, so it is balanced. But it is a card also about past, like, something from your past, someone from your past, usually, is what it's referring to here. And that being on the bottom of the deck, it feels like maybe you've been in a job, career, whatever, for a very long time, and representing the past here, and you're not really getting the support that you need to be able to branch out and move on to something different. Remember to stay protective of yourself. If it's something you truly want, if it's something that really lights your soul on fire, Virgo, then you need to be able to go for it. You have the stamina. You are a very intelligent sign. You are very determined. So don't let any negative, low energy people or words or fear stop you, because then you'll never know. And I just want to bring it to your attention before we slowly wrap this up. You've got the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. Oh, my girl is going a little crazy out there. Sorry about that. But you have the 9 of Pentacles. This is a beautiful card. Money, independence, growth, expansion, confidence, the ability to know that you can bring and do whatever it is you want in your life. It's going to take work, but it is going to be successful. So I hope that makes sense for you. Just really feels like a career read, and you just got to start going after your dreams. And don't let anyone stop you, Virgo. Damn it, you deserve it. You deserve it. Go for what it is that is your dreams. Make your wishes come true. All right, so I'm going to pull one card from Wisdom of the Oracle and see if Spirit has anything else. I just wanted to have a peek what was under there. Underneath the 6 of Cups is the 7 of Cups. Options, opportunities, can cause a little confusion, but we're not going to focus on that because it is under the 6 of Cups. So perhaps that's where you've been in the recent past, maybe even for the last 20 years. I don't know. Again, we're all in different paths. All right, Spirit, can you get me one card out of Wisdoms of Oracle? An added advice or added expansion into this reading for Virgo. And this deck, if I didn't mention it, it is by Colette, Baron-Reid. Beautiful cards, beautiful deck. Let's see, one card, please. Thank you for Virgo. Oops. Thinker. All right. Come to the edge on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so that's twice this is basically the Fool card here. We'll start with this because it's on the bottom of the deck. You just had it. You just had the Fool under here when I was clarifying. So really, the Fool card, leap of faith, take the jump into the unknown, has shown up twice into this reading. So if you have been wondering and you're not sure, and if this reading is speaking to you, Virgo, I'm telling you, this reading is saying, do it. Go for it. You're going to be successful. We have Come to the Edge, which, like I said, is basically very similar to the Fool. It is about going to that edge, getting out of your comfort zone, taking that risk, taking that jump, taking that leap of faith in what it is you believe in so much, and trusting it is going to be okay. In fact, it probably is going to be better than you could even imagine. This card, she's got hearts everywhere around her. Like, she's lit up here. And, the divine is also all the way around and protecting her. Beautiful. That's the bottom of the deck. The card that came out is Thinker. And Virgo, you are a thinker. You think a lot. And that's a beautiful, beautiful trait that you have. Thinker is, now look, she's sitting on a box and then there's another box behind her. She's thinking, what is her next move? She's thinking, how can I continue to build? How can I expand? Which is pretty much what this reading is about. I feel like you are doing just that. So every indication here from Spirit is that if there's something you're really wanting to get into, something new here, don't let your fear hold you back. You can figure it all out. Be the thinker, but don't get, paralysis analysis, like overthinking, especially if you got people around you that are trying to convince you to not come to the edge. Right? Okay, Virgo, I am going to close this reading off with one card from Treasures of Tikashi, and then I will let you go. Pretty beautiful reading here for you. Yes, I can understand that, I can understand the fear. I can understand kind of the hesitation, especially if you have people around you that are trying to convince you to play it all safe. And like I said, don't quit a job or do something that would put you at some kind of risk. But you can think your way through it, and then you can make your plan. I feel like you really want to go for it. All right, Spirit, let's get one card for Virgo to close up this reading for February 2022. Thank you. One card. One more time. This. Oops. Growth. Okay. Wow. Exactly. This feels like you are wanting to grow and expand, and there's just these naysayers or something that keeps coming in. All right, so growth is what Spirit has pulled. All movement is growth. Acknowledge your growth, and as you do so, you will find your pathways change and expand. Do not judge it. You have grown beyond old directions. So perhaps you are ready to create something new. Holy shit, Virgo. Come on. That is Ace of Wands. Create something new. I feel it for you. I really feel it. I feel like there's something that you're really, really wanting to get going, and you're very passionate about it. So allow yourself to grow, right? You have grown beyond old directions. I'm repeating. So perhaps you are now ready to create something new. There you have it. So that is your reading for February 2022, Virgo. I do hope it resonated and maybe brought you some clarity if you are relating to this and you have been hesitating on whether to go a different direction in whatever that may be. I hope this brings you some clarity. I feel very strongly that you are not going to have to worry about your finances. You're not. Everything worth something takes time. So good luck with this. So until next time, I would appreciate a like, subscribe, please. Helps me get my readings out there to help others. It's beautiful, and I thank you for that. But I wish you so much love and light, and just go for your dreams, Virgo, this month. Start putting the plans in, at least, if that is what you're wanting to do. So until next time, love and light.